Let's dive into the comments and additional confirmed spoilers for One Piece Chapter 1161. Are you ready? Then come along with me right after the intro.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Manga Information Channel, Soldo here. Before we dive into today's content, I just want to ask you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. It will help the channel grow and reach even more people. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video. Let's go!
This chapter will finally begin to show us the long-awaited battles of God Valley. Up until now, Oda had been setting the stage, but here we are at last, stepping directly into the action. And with these extra spoilers, we get more details about the fights and the role of characters that fans have been anticipating for a very long time. Remember, the previous chapter, Chapter 1160, was more of an alternate point of view of the already famous Chapter 1096, but this time, the story will not repeat that same formula. Now the blood is really about to boil, and the first ones to shine in this great incident are Whitebeard, Roger, and Rayleigh. Part 1, Color Spread and Cover Story. We start with a surprise. There will be both a color spread and a cover story. It has been a long time since Oda has given us that combo, hasn't it? In the color spread, we see the Straw Hat crew having fun with a claw machine. Yes, this was the meaning behind the mysterious hint of the rock machine. So, did you guess that one correctly? According to the leaker, the cover is a tribute to the absolute success of the Elbaf arc. Could there be some foreshadowing hidden in it? It makes us wonder. In the actual cover story, we see Yamato, Momonosuke, and Kinemon praying at a shrine. After the big reveal involving Moriah, this cover story seems to have slipped back into routine. Come on, Oda. Are you still planning to bring something meaningful here? Because right now, it feels like this cover story might already be running out of steam. Part 2, Dragon in Danger. Now into the chapter itself. The young dragon, only 17 years old, is attacked by a holy knight. She is described as a giant woman with sharp fangs who fires energy beams at him. She comes frighteningly close to killing him. Some fans criticize Dragon for not being able to stand up to her. But it is important to remember, at this point he is still just a teenager. If we compare him to pre-time skip Luffy, for example, it's clear that Luffy also would have had no chance against an enemy of this caliber. So let's be patient with Dragon. His true greatness is still ahead of him. Now, here's an added spoiler. The Holy Knight attacking Dragon is the same figure that resembles Killigum. Just before she can finish Dragon off, Whitebeard suddenly appears and defeats her with a single blow, cutting her in half. The curious part is that Whitebeard's intention wasn't even to save Dragon. It happened by accident. But still, this moment ends up connecting the destinies of these two characters in an unexpected and epic way. Part 3, Shanks, Shamrock, and a Possible Inspiration. During this battle, Dragon drops Shanks, who falls to the ground and hits his head. Meanwhile, the Holy Knight, even after being cut in half, manages to regenerate, showing that this is probably the very first time we see this kind of ability on the battlefield. She then grabs Shamrock in her arms and flees. This could be the explanation for the separation of the two red-haired brothers. And here's the thought. Did Shanks become the good man we know today because of that head injury? Could Oda be using a similar narrative device to the one used with Goku, who also hit his head and changed his personality completely? If we think about it further, even the visuals line up. Shamrock, with his longer, wilder hair, feels like a direct reference to Raditz. Meanwhile, Shanks would symbolize Goku himself. This theory has already been making the rounds among fans. And you? Would you support this idea? Part 4, The Rocks and Unexpected Loyalty. At the same time, we see that many pirates betray the Rock's pirates, but three figures remain loyal. Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido. Who would have guessed, right? These three, who in the future would each be feared as Mighty Yonko, stood firmly by their captain in this critical moment. There was even a popular fan theory that Whitebeard would be the one to betray Xebec. That idea was used to try to balance out Blackbeard's betrayal of Whitebeard in the future. But no, Newgate remained faithful. It's also worth remembering that despite her cruelty, Big Mom has always had her own pirate code. Yes, even among pirates there are rules, and Linlin seemed to follow that principle even in such chaos. Part 5. The Arrival of Garp. Amid this chaos, Garp appears. Linlin tries to strike him with a powerful fire attack, but it does absolutely nothing. Because of that, Newgate, Kaido, and Big Mom decide to retreat. Not out of fear, but because they don't have the time to waste on such a draining battle. The only exception is Kaido, who really wanted to fight Garp, but in the end, he follows the others. Part 6. Shaki and Rayleigh's intervention. Now we come to the real prize of God Valley, Shaki. She manages to escape, but is soon captured by Sommers, who's just about to kill her. Here's where the extra spoilers add something very interesting. While this happens, Roger is fighting Whitebeard, and Gaben is also busy with another opponent. This opens the way for Rayleigh to be the one to rescue Shaki. According to the leaker, there was no competition among them about who would save her. Both Roger and Gaben fully supported Rayleigh stepping forward, and it was precisely this moment that completely captured Shaki's heart for the Dark King. And as the spoilers describe, when Roger and Gaben cry after Rayleigh saves Shaki, those are not tears of sadness, they are tears of joy because their friend has been saved. Part 7. Rayleigh. The Dark King Rayleigh then defeats Sommers with just a single strike. A named move described as extremely powerful that will surely mark this chapter as unforgettable. This is the moment when Rayleigh fully wins Shaki's heart, right in front of Roger and Gaben. Part 8. What to expect. And here's the good news. There will be no break next week. That means the pace will continue at full speed, and fans will go straight into the continuation of this God Valley war. Everything suggests this is only the beginning of something truly massive. Garp fans will have plenty to celebrate with his overwhelming strength. Rayleigh fans will also rejoice with his heroic spotlight. And even those who wanted to see the Holy Knights getting beaten down will finally get their moment. Of course, there is still high expectation about Garling, who is probably much stronger than the other Holy Knights. He's the one who will likely pose a serious challenge later on. Closing. So everyone, those were the added spoilers. What do you think? Could that Goku and Raditz reference really be intentional? Did Shanks become who he is because of that accident? Drop your opinions in the comments. As soon as we get more information, I'll bring everything here for you. So stay tuned to the channel, just to recap the release schedule. More spoilers should drop between today and tomorrow. The full summary on Wednesday, the scans and narration on Thursday, and the official release on Sunday. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. See you in the next one, and take care.